the weather. But hold on to me, brother. Try this instead. I'm carrying peace and love that ain't very hard. Spread that peace and love that ain't very hard. Even without a name, we are two the same. Peace and love. And we must belong to something now. We must belong to something now. It's bigger than us. Something to trust, or at least hold on to. What can I hold on to? I'm carrying peace and love that ain't very hard. Spreading that peace and love that ain't very hard. What can I hold on to? I'm carrying peace and love that ain't very hard. Spreading that peace and love that ain't very hard. Even without a name, we are two the same. Peace and love. I'm carrying peace and love that ain't very hard. Spreading that peace and love that ain't very hard. Even without a name, we are two the same. Peace and love. I'm carrying peace and love that ain't very hard. Spreading that peace and love that ain't very hard. Even without a name, we are two the same. Peace and love.
I think I'm pushing the system too hard with all the bells and whistles that we are adding to the show. Hi, I'm BK. Welcome to the Better Man Show, where I document my journey on becoming a better person. I make the mistakes, I do the testing, so you do not have to. So if we are friends, I'm not surprised you know who I am. But if we are not friends, wherever I am popping up on your radar, please do add me as a friend, or follow me, and I'm happy to have you as a new friend, right? Wherever you are, because I'm actually testing this live stream to several other platforms as part of, like what I said, I test it so that you don't have to. So we are on day number 57 of the 100-day live stream challenge, exactly 57 days ago. It is quite mind-blowing to be able to say exactly 57 days ago, I started a 100-day live stream challenge, and a lot of friends honestly said, "Are you crazy? 100 days?" And I totally agreed with them then. In fact, I was just sharing in another episode, day one was hard because that was the day when you decide to hit live. You hit go live, day one, right? And then you announce that you're doing this 100-day live stream challenge. But I can honestly tell you, day two was the hardest, because day two, before you hit live, you kind of like at the back of your mind say, why did you do it? But we're on day 57, and this is a personal discipline challenge inspired by Andy Frisella, who has another program called 75 Hard. If you are interested in honing or testing your self-discipline, go and try that. It is very, very challenging. I think more challenging than my 100 days of live stream, to be honest, right? So go and check it out. Okay, it is quite interesting. And I thank him for inspiring me to do this. So today's show is a little bit more off the cuff, more relaxed. Kind of just want to enjoy this concept of live streaming where you go live and then you're talking to people. You're just saying the things that you want to say, right? Not really scripted and not really produced like a show, right? And um, because I did that yesterday as well, I just kind of wanted to take a break. And because of that minor bit of jet lag that I was still recovering from, I actually forgot to stream to my personal profile, which is the main platform, right? I was streaming to the other peripheral sites that I will report back in a bit, right? And some of my friends were saying that, hey, what happened to your stream? You missed one day, And then I quickly had to share. I realized I forgot to do that. I quickly had to share from my page onto my personal profile. Yeah, because a friend of mine was saying that she was trying to find a stream from somewhere. It's like, what happened to your stream? And she kind of expected that. She kind of said that I don't think you will ever want to miss a day, right? Because you're now on like day 50 something, which was true. I would definitely not want to miss a day. In fact, a few weeks ago, there was a time when my apartment's internet was not stable. Even that day, I was kind of thinking, because I think it was like 20 over days already. And I was thinking to myself, how am I going to go live if the internet doesn't recover, right? And all kinds of things started to go on in my head. So I wanted to kind of talk about, because I was given an assignment over the 3-day conference, and and the idea was we are supposed to pick a niche, right? So today's live stream, I kind of wanted to talk about what are the things that you are passionate about. And I think one of the ways to know what you are passionate about or what I am passionate about is things that you probably would spend money on, things that will cost you to spend money, right? Things that you would spend time on and spend energy on, right? So these are I think, probably the three good criteria for you to figure out what are some of the things that you are truly passionate about, right? Because what the one of the trainers, the assignment given to us was you pick a niche or pick a interest area. This particular trainer, she picked the niche of fitness because she had the background. Uh, I'm not, I don't have that kind of background, so I'm not really into fitness. While I do love to keep fit, but I'm not into that. So started to think about. In fact, I was discussing with a fellow coursemate today as well. Have you picked your niche? And both of us said not really, right? And it really got me thinking. It's like, what am I truly, truly passionate about? And so I kind of worked out these three things, right? What am I spending money on? What am I paying special attention to in terms of time? What will catch my attention, and what would I not want to miss, right? And as I started today's show, I guess it kind of also hit me in the sense that the whole reason why I call this the Better Man Show, as this show evolved from no title to the 10 p.m. show and then now the Better Man Show, and also a little bit of a tagline where I talk about where I document my journey to becoming a better person, right? I kind of realized that uh, all along I've always been very passionate about learning and developing and growing myself. Sometimes a bit too much, in the sense that then you learn for learning's sake, but you forget about the application. So, but I have moved on from that now. Now it's more like I'm quite aware of that pitfall. It is a pitfall, just to be clear. Some of us, we fall in love with learning so much that we keep learning, but we don't apply. Now, knowledge is wonderful, but applied knowledge is better, right? So knowledge is wonderful, but applied knowledge is better. So in a large sense, I feel that probably my niche I would eventually pick would be personal growth or growth hacking or personal development. Um, and that would be something that I would pick. And it's not purely in just a specific area. I am quite keen on, I'm quite a geeky person. Some of my friends who know me, they know me. So I spend money on a few things. I spend money on personal development. I buy books, plenty of books, courses. I attend workshops that I feel would benefit my life or business. So obviously that already tells me that I'm passionate about that. But at the same time, I'm also very passionate about tech things. I'm passionate about um like this live stream is becoming a very significant hobby or passion, because I have invested some money in terms of gear like this, because in a pursuit of sounding better online, right? So something things like this, things like so I have invested money in this aspect as well. And if you've seen the behind the scenes of the live stream, you've also seen it there is a bit of there's a few other moving pieces that you got to put together, which I have done it. So most people probably would not do this, but seeing how I've done it, I'm guessing that that's also another area of passion for me. But it's not specifically live streaming, because I was just telling a friend the other day that I picked up something called the Raspberry Pi 400. It is supposed to be um, a Linux a Linux computer, right? But it is very low cost. It's kind of like one of those computer for everyone project, for every child or every household kind of project. So it's a little tiny device that costs less than 300 ringgit, and you basically have a full-fledged computer. So I'm not a programmer, but I can follow simple instructions, because programming requires you to be able to decode. And I was talking to a good friend of mine who is happened to be a programmer. He told me sometimes he has to decode millions of lines of code. No, thank you. So um, I can appreciate how difficult it is. But yesterday night I was just trying to set up the some software on that platform, and I found a good website, and I just follow some simple instructions, and then you start to see all this code flying past your screen, and that actually gives me a bit of joy. So in a way, I'm kind of like a tinkerer. I like to tinker with stuff, right? Um, so I was sharing with a good friend, another good friend, that even like things like this, I didn't stop here. I showed you the other day as well that behind the scene, behind the audio, there's also other things that you can do to try and improve the audio. I'm always trying to find. There are some other people that they sound amazing online, and they sound amazing live streaming, and unfortunately, I don't sound quite like that, right? So I guess they have a much better DJ voice, but I mean, I'm working on it. I'm working on improving, and some of these things have helped tremendously. That, like they always say, right? Half of video is audio, so part of this has helped tremendously. So, um, so in a way, voicing all these things out to you has also helped me to kind of uh, concretize perhaps the choice of the niche, right? So hopefully over the next few days, I'll finally decide on one, because that was one of the assignments given to us. We are supposed to pick a niche, any niche, and then just work on that niche, right? So in this case, probably personal growth, personal development, and in line with what I've called this show, right, the Better Man Show, um, so that I document my journey, I share my experiences in life, in business, and in technology. I think that will probably be a general direction I'm going. So please drop me a comment wherever you are, right? Happy to hear from you. I reply to every comment that I've received so far. And also, the comments help me to really test to see where the stream is effectively going out to. Yesterday, one of my friends was saying that she was trying to find me on Instagram, or she watched before. So did it actually go out on Instagram? I tried, it didn't seem to work. So if you have seen it and it was really live, then let me know, because then it means that I did something right. Because at the end of this whole kind of 100-day thing, I would also like to be able to probably give you a quick overview of the various platforms, some of the things I learned about those platforms. And because there are friends who are starting to ask me about, hey, I want to start something as well. Can you help? I said, yeah, I'm happy to help. And whether is it gear or tech stuff or so on, right? I in fact I have an open invitation for anyone. If you do want to get your feet wet on live streaming, the easiest way, rather than you doing it yourself, would be to hop on as a guest, right? So as you hop on as a guest, we can help you to work out your, I can help you to work out your audio, your sound, your video, and everything, right? And then it's kind of like an interview, and it doesn't have to be so stressful, because I kind of help you to, I kind of help you get your feet wet, right? So if you are keen on that, if you are keen on doing something like this, and I'm going to go back to some of my friends early on, that they said that, okay, maybe nearer to the end of your show, I'm going to help on. So I'm going to hold you to your word. So I'm going to go back to some of you for that. So, um, wherever you are seeing me from, a few other platforms that I'm testing this, just drop a comment so that I know that I'm actually successfully streaming to those platforms. Because Instagram seems to be challenging, very challenging. Um, in fact, I do have a kind of a hack on how to do it for Instagram. I will try it and I'll let you know. Anyway, you will know when you see it on Instagram, right? If you happen to be on Instagram. So yeah, thank you for joining me. This has been day 57 of a 100-day live stream challenge. We are almost hitting the 60th episode, which is almost like 2/3 of the way there. Uh, it has been fun. It has been fun. It has been very rewarding. I know this is towards the end of the year. It's holiday mood. Everybody's in the holiday mood, and so am I. I'm also in the holiday mood. And perhaps over the next few days, you'll see some more Christmassy decorations on the show. I'm working on some of those things. And if you're keen on learning how to do the things that I'm doing on the show, like some of these graphics over here, hang on, let me show you. Like some of these graphics here, and even like some of these simple graphics. All this is done on free software, the graphics at least, which is Keynote. I can give you a quick walkthrough, right? So have a great Tuesday night. See you tomorrow, Wednesday, for day number 58. Good night.